welcome to the Vehemence podcast. It's your host, Deasia, and my co-host.
Eden.
And today we're doing our women's sports segment. Once again, we're back. And today we have on our podcast episode is Miss
Jaylen Townsend.
So, once again, like kind of the last interview that it was me and Eden on, I played with Jay and JUCO, so I know a little bit about Jay, but I want y'all to get to know her because Jay is super dope and super awesome. And yeah, so my first question is, Jay, when can you remember your first time like picking up a basketball?
Probably like I got a bad memory, but like probably like back at my old house, playing outside in my backyard. Probably
Like what age?
like 7.
7.
Yeah.
So when's the first time that you like feel like you played like organized basketball? Like AAU or just YMCA league, that type of thing?
Yeah, I played like my first like little league that I played in was like it was called Upward. It was like with
You played in Upward?
Yeah, that was my first little league. And I played in that league for like 2 or 3 years before I like started playing with like the YMCA and stuff like that.
Okay. So my next question is, when did you realize that you were actually really good at basketball and that you could be able to make something with basketball, like go to college?
High school, I played with a lot of good players, and I realized that like one day I was just like, I can really go with them, like I can really play with them, I guess. But my confidence didn't really start growing until like the end of my senior year is when my confidence started to grow. Yeah.
So after that, high school confidence start to grow, and then next, what was your decision decider that made you want to go to the JUCO?
I didn't really have any offers, like good offers, coming out of high school. So the only offers I had was like other junior colleges. But Johnson County stood out from the rest, obviously.
So can you tell us a little bit about your experience being at Johnson County?
Johnson County was great. I had a lot of ups, real up, like a lot of highs at Johnson County, and I had a lot of lows there. But I wouldn't change nothing for the world. I learned a lot there, like off the court and on the court. Learned a lot about myself, and I became a better player, which was like the ending goal, but also became a better person there too. So I wouldn't change it for nothing.
Okay. So what are some things that you feel like, so people go to JUCO to get better, what are some things that you feel like you were able to expand your game being at JUCO?
I became a lot more patient, like coming in at JUCO, I didn't like play a lot right away, so I had to like wait my turn. So I guess like patience. Also, outside of basketball, like boundaries and stuff like that, just getting to know myself. And yes, it's probably a lot more, but a little stage fright right now. So
we're gonna loosen that up, Jay.
Yeah, okay.
So my next question is, after that, what was your deciding factor? So you went to Johnson County for 3 years, is that right?
Yeah.
And after you did those 3 years, so first you went to, Jay did a lot of things. Jay's a very humble person. She's not gonna talk her mess, but I'm just gonna say what she did. So
Okay.
Jay was a freaking All-American. That's true, right? A JUCO All-American.
I know that's right.
That's right, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Jaylen was a JUCO All-American. Since she don't want to talk herself, that's why I asked you the question. Kind of like, is she gonna tell them that she was a JUCO All-American? So Jay was a JUCO All-American, and then we went to nationals, and then we had lost by 4 points, but we made it to the championship game. And then after that, your third year, what made you decide to take your third year at JUCO?
The only I didn't have the offers that I wanted. I had like an offer to go play back home in my hometown, but that wasn't really an interest to me. And talking to Coach Conrad, and it just made more sense for me to stay another year. And like this made more sense, but it is what it is.
Where are you from?
Yeah.
I'm from Edwardsville, Illinois. It's like 30 minutes outside of St. Louis.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, is the basketball culture like up there like really good?
Yeah. I play with a lot of really good girls. I could say some names, but like I don't know if y'all know them, but Kate Martin, she's playing at Iowa right now. Mackenzie Sylvie, she played at SIU. I played with like I was playing underneath a lot of good players, so it was a great competition where I'm from.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
You said you had to kind of. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
You said you had to wait your turn at JCC. Like, what did that process look like? Was it like frustrating?
No, because like I said, like when I was in high school, I had to wait my turn too because I had a lot of better players ahead of me.
Right.
So I kind of transitioned that over, but going into college when you're a freshman at the JUCO level, you automatically want to play and because you only get 2 years there, you're gonna automatically play and get going. But I had some good players ahead of me. That they were just like different. They were better at me in different areas. Like one player is better than me than defense, or Crystal Rice was a better shooter than me. You get what I'm saying? Or like
I remember Crystal.
yeah. So like I just had to wait, but I didn't mind waiting. But yeah, it taught me a real character building experience right there.
Where'd you end up going when you left JCC?
Yeah, I went to the University of Nebraska Omaha. Yeah, but now I'm at Valdosta State right now.
Valdosta State. That's in Georgia, and that's a D2, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Nice.
Warm weather, Jay. Okay. I didn't even know it was there. So congratulations, you transfer, but hey, you gotta go where that opportunity meets.
That's
for sure.
Right there. That's the truth.
Is this your last year?
Yeah, I didn't play this year, so hopefully I'll be playing next year. But I have 1 more year eligibility, so.
Was you hurt?
No, I just took some time for myself. I had a couple of personal things to figure out, so you just gotta do what's best for yourself.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
So with that and doing best for yourself, you took your year off. That's a different stop, but that's some things that people have to go through. How do you feel, and what's your message to athletes about mental health as far as getting overwhelmed or just needing to take that space and that time, and how important it is, and what you've learned while taking your time away from basketball?
Yeah, I'm gonna start with that. What I learned is I'm more than basketball. Like I'm not basketball, right? I'm Jaylen Townsend as a person first. Then I happen to play basketball, and I'm pretty good at it. So I would say, first of all, I would say find something else to do outside of basketball. Like you don't need to be basketball 24/7. Like that's not good. But also, like you're more than basketball. But I feel like certain things in that area, it's a journey, and it's something that people really just gotta go through on their own. I can sit up here and say a whole bunch of things, but like I feel like you gotta go through it. You get what I'm saying? So that's just it.
So, well, yeah, like you said, basically that's your advice, to just figure out yourself.
Yeah.
My next question is, what was your deciding factor to transfer from Nebraska?
Yeah.
Be real, Jay.
Hey, we want the nasty.
We want to know because players. This is the voice for the players. Y'all don't be having no voice, and y'all be like, "But say what it is," because they gonna tell the next coach what it is.
Because look, I'm telling you, I'm the first one. I will leave a school. Didi will tell you, I will leave. Tell us the nasty, please.
I love my teammates there, and the coaching style wasn't for me. And also say like a tip to people that's like going into college or looking for a school. These coaches will like say things to you and just for you to sign, okay? But also just go to a school, like at the end of the day, you're the one that gotta go to the school, not your parents or anybody else. Like, so go to the school where you want to go, because like it's your life. And you're the one that's gonna play there, you're the one that's gonna show up every day. So yeah, the coaching wasn't my cup of tea, and I wasn't really with it, so I had to leave. And yeah, now I'm here, so that's that.
So, are you with the team there? Like, do you spend time with the teammates there as far as like, do you travel with them or go to practices with them, or are you just strictly focused on Jaylen?
Right now I'm strictly focused on Jaylen. I go to some things, but like as far as like a part of the team, no, not right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
My
How do you
next
like
question.
Georgia? Oh,
Go ahead.
how do you like Georgia?
Georgia is good. Like I'm glad like it's not real cold right now down here. But it's good, and when it's hot, it's hot. But
Yeah,
other than that, it's good. I love it.
it's good.
Yeah.
Would you stay there after you graduate?
Probably not. Probably not. Um I don't know where I want to go after I graduate, but that's a good question.
That leads me to, what are you studying?
So my major is disciplinary studies with a concentration in communication and psychology.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's two minors, right? In disciplinary studies, like two minors to make a
Mm-hmm.
major. I think, yeah, I'm in that right now. I had to change mine, but I like it though, because it's not too much of one thing. It's like
Yeah, a
multiple
little bit of
things.
everything. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
So, do you know what you want to do with that exactly right now, or no?
No, I don't know what I want to do exactly with it. I want to like pick up another concentration, maybe like marketing or something like that, or maybe get my master's in marketing. But probably something in that avenue.
So, what's your dream job, if you could think of one right now?
My dream job would probably be, I love movies, right? I love movies, and maybe like some type of like in that industry, like a movie director or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
So, you would do film.
Yeah.
So, have you thought about like getting your master's in film? Would you want to create the films?
Um, I'm not sure yet. I know I want to probably do something in that area. I'm looking at some stuff here, like as far as like film classes and like stuff like that. But I'm still looking into it. But that's what I'm interested in.
I'm gonna say that's big in Atlanta with Tyler Perry Studios and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
My
So
next
maybe you
question.
need to stay in Georgia.
Yeah,
Maybe. Hey, maybe I can't tell the future.
I was gonna ask you, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years. I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully somewhere successful, somewhere with some money.
Not with some
But
money, sis.
right. Um yeah, somewhere successful, happy. Yeah, period.
So, what do you do? What does Jaylen's day to day look like since without basketball?
So my classes have classes in the morning, so I wake up, go to class, I come home, and then I still hang out with my teammates from Valdosta. Just don't do like the team activities, stuff like that. So I hang out with them. I still hoop, like I just don't, it's not on a team. So maybe go work out, shoot. But other than that, it's just school and back home. Yeah.
What else,
What's
J
different
Ro?
about
Talk, bro. What else you be doing, bro?
What?
Jaylen been too quiet. Wake up.
That's
Yeah,
it.
Jaylen.
Wake
That's
up. You
it.
giving us these boring answers.
Diddy, you know me. Diddy, you know me. I don't do nothing. Like, I don't do nothing. Like,
Jesus. Talk about something.
You is it's like it's cutthroat to the point, and then it's like boom.
Give us more.
So it's like,
We want
dang.
to know. We want to know what made you. How did you even get to Georgia?
you want to know, like, why? I already said, like, hold on.
I know,
why
but like
you
you
left.
went in the portal, right? You went in the portal, right?
Right.
Who picked Valdosta State? Picked you up, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was the process like with that? Talk us through like the transfer process and stuff.
Okay, so when I left Omaha, first of all, when I left Johnson County, Valdosta State was pretty high on my list, right? So when I left Omaha, when the portal, I texted the head coach here at Valdosta State and told her, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the portal. You guys were like really interested in me. I'm interested in you guys. Blase. Then like a week later, she texted me back. Then that was into that. Like,
It took her a week.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, I denied her the first time. You get what I'm saying? So she gotta do what's best for her. But I wanted to go somewhere where the coaches wanted me. Not I didn't want to take that other risk of like Omaha. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I picked here. So yeah.
So with that decision with Omaha, do you feel like, well, you already said the decision you picked somewhere. Did you pick it because it was a Division I? Or did you feel like
going? Sorry, what?
Oh, I was gonna say, or did you feel like you picked it because you genuinely liked it?
Okay, so going out of Johnson County, my goal was going out of Johnson JUCO was to go Division I, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I got there, it wasn't all what I thought it was gonna be. Right? It wasn't all that. So that was disappointing. And you know, everything happens for a reason. Like God sent me there for a reason. Like I learned what I needed to learn there. But yeah, it's not like I regret that decision, but it wasn't all that. So if anybody was wondering if they should be picking between Division I and Division II, it's probably Division II route. So yeah.
What would you say the difference is between the levels? Because I mean, you haven't played at Valdosta State, but you're still like experiencing the Division II. So what would you say will be the difference between the levels? You think?
My honest opinion, I'm looking at it and I'm seeing it's like Division II basketball is just better basketball, but as far as like you're talking about like a skill set,
just overall, like on and off the court. You can talk us through on the court, off the court, whatever.
Okay, so I really can't say on the court. I haven't really like played, but just looking at it, it's just in my opinion, it's just better basketball. But honestly, I feel like there's some Division I players at the Division two level, and that's why I feel like it's better. But that's just my opinion. People could say otherwise, but off the court, it's you know, it's like any other basketball program. So, yeah.
If you could go back in time, though, would you think more from a perspective of, instead of being so from you telling me what you're saying, and I'm thinking like you as a person, like we all Leos, and once we hell bent on something, we held like we wanted, like it's like that is or nothing, like it's just so cutthroat. Like we be like, I said I was gonna do this, so I'm gonna do it regardless. Right. So would you go back in time? Would you consider being more like open minded, like maybe I'm not playing at the D1 level like I really, really wanted to do, but I can go at the D2 level and kill and be an All-American like I already was in JUCO.
Yeah. No. Like you said, like when I want something, it's like that, and if I have to do it again, I'll probably do the same. I'll probably do the same thing. It's like I wanted that, like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not like at the time. I would not be able to say this, but like I'm grateful for like the teams I've been on. I'm grateful for it, and I got to see different styles of play, different styles of coaching, and at the time, if I would not say that. You know what I'm saying? But now I wouldn't change. I wouldn't change nothing. I don't want to change nothing. So
So with
yeah,
that, who would you say was, I'm about to steal Eden's question, your best teammate?
my best teammate.
Oh, okay. Pause real
Where?
quick. We're talking about. Okay, we're gonna talk about from a standpoint of playing with them, and then personality wise, them being like a good teammate, and then we're gonna talk about like the coldest person you know.
Like on what team?
It throughout your whole basketball career, high school, college, whatever.
All right. So what's the first one?
Who is the best teammate that you've ever had? Like somebody I know is like a really good teammate.
Okay. Probably her name's Sam Mitchell. She played with me at Omaha. She's the best teammate I know that I've ever played with, all around, on and off the court. So what's the second one?
The coldest teammate that you played with, like somebody that you like, that's a bucket.
In high school, I played with this girl named Mackenzie Sylvie. She's the toughest player I ever played against, with all that. Toughest shooter.
Where did she go to school at?
She went to University of Carbondale.
Where's that at?
It's in Illinois.
Is it a D1?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
What made her stand out? Like, what did she do? Everything?
Yeah, she shot the hell out of the ball. Like, she's the best shooter like I played with, I've seen. I'm talking about, you can smell her breath and she's still shooting it. She's still making it. She's still making it. I promise you, it's ridiculous. But she was the toughest player. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's your top 5 WNBA players right now?
Top 5. I'm gonna go with Wilson. The whole team. Kelsey Plum, Enrique, Brianna Stewart, Joe
Did
Lloyd.
you say Brianna Stewart?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What was
Joe Lloyd.
Okay.
He's tough. Okay. Now, who's your top 5 NBA?
LeBron. That's my opinion. LeBron, Isaiah Thomas.
Midget man?
Yeah.
Not a midget man, Eden.
He's so small.
He get a bucket.
He do be good. He's so small.
Devin Booker. Who else? I got 2 more.
Okay.
Jokic. This is not like in order, but I got 1 more. I'm gonna put Steph in there.
Oh, okay. Not you. Okay.
I wanted to disagree, but go ahead. You got it.
My next question is, in the women's NCAA tournament, who do you think will be in the Final Four?
South Carolina.
Definitely.
I know South Carolina. I'm gonna say, look,
Oh, this is funny.
look, I don't know. Everything else was a throw. I like South Carolina. I want them to win it all. So I'm gonna say all. This South Carolina. South Carolina, all of it.
You gotta pick 3 more, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna go South Carolina, Stanford, Colorado.
Okay, no,
You,
okay.
I'm gonna say eating you sleep on Colorado.
No, Colorado beat LSU, so they beat them by 20. I give them that.
I like
I
this
got one
list.
more.
It's controversial.
Dang, we don't got no Iowa. We don't got Anne Hathaway's twin.
You're right. Let me put I on there. You're right.
You gotta put them in there.
You're right. You're right.
That little girl cold. She cold.
So, but you want South Carolina to win it all.
Yes, ma'am. They got it
Why?
all. I love Dawn Staley. I love
Would you
her.
ever be a coach?
Maybe. I never wanted to be a coach. I just feel like I never wanted to be a coach. You get what I'm saying? But I feel like maybe I don't know.
My
Yeah.
next question.
Why you don't want to coach?
I never had the what's the word? Like, oh, I want to be a coach. Like, that's never happened. Yeah.
What would you say is the best part of Jaylen's game?
I would say my pull up. I like my pull up. I would say that.
What's the worst part?
My communication.
So talking.
Yeah,
Oh, you one of them.
Oh God, bro.
That's my
52.
communication.
She
Yeah.
just don't talk.
No, I used to be like, Jaylen, if you don't open your mouth.
Yeah, he's go stupid. He'd be in my head.
I'm like,
And
bro.
I can picture his little midget self just going crazy. Jaylen! Like, Karn, chill.
I'll be like, dude, listen, just let her score her 20 and leave her alone. Jesus Christ. What is something that you feel like you learned from JUCO? Like, what is a big thing that you learned from JUCO and dealing with Coach Conrad?
Like basketball wise or off the court?
Basketball and then life.
Okay, basketball wise, I would say just how important like boxing out. Well, you know how important he made an emphasis on boxing out. You know boxing out defense. You know, he made an emphasis on that. So I would say that how important that is, and we've lost games because of it. Like, you get what I'm saying? But like off the court,
change your whole box out to fit his boxing out style. Like, you have to box out a specific way or you're not gonna play. Literally.
Right. But it was worth it though. Shoot.
You know, win them games.
Right. It was worth it though. But off the court, I would say Conrad personally like taught me about like boundaries. Like, I didn't know what boundaries was. Like, you get what I'm saying? Coming into college, you know, I'm coming from like come from a black household. Like, it's you do what I say. So like coming into college and like talking to Conrad, and he's like telling me, you know, certain things, and I'm like, I didn't even know that I could do that. You get what I'm saying? As far as like boundaries go, so I'd say I took away boundaries from that, and yeah.
Give us example of some of those boundaries. You keep on talking about boundaries. I need some examples. Like, what do you mean?
I could talk about, for me personally, like if I talk to a certain if I talk to a certain family member, like when I play, you can see like the difference in my game, right? Mm-hmm. So when I'm in season, I can't talk to that person. You get what I'm saying? And I set that boundary. So that's an example for it.
So wait, you can't talk to, why you can't talk to that person?
You know, they just somehow it affects my game. You get what I'm saying? And you see it, and he saw it. Some of my teammates at the time saw it, and I had to do that for myself and for my team.
So you're more so on the side of What is that? Okay, so are you the type of person that's like, oh, if I go and I have a really good game and I drop 20 in these boxers, I'm gonna go wash these boxers, but I'm gonna wear them again in the next game. Are you that type of person?
No, you talking
But
about
that's
am I
that.
like superstitious or like
Yeah,
that?
superstitious.
No.
But
I
you're
guess like
superstitious about.
before every game I would shower. You know that's like a. But as far as like the boxers, no.
Eden, what do you? Okay, I'm just putting Jay's in words for you. Jay, what Jay saying into words for you to get. Basically, you know how parents be. Well, you don't have that, Eden. You say your dad be chilling, but some parents are overwhelming, and they'll watch your game and then call you on the phone and be like, "You should have did this, or you should have did that, or you should have did this, this, and that." And then they grilling you the whole game. So then the next game, Jaylen may be cautious to do certain things, or she might overthink everything she's doing because they're telling her that she should be doing more, or she should be doing this. So instead of her just playing her game and letting the game come to her, she's having to, okay, this person told, like, say it's her mom. My mom told me this, this, and that, and you love your mom, so it's like I want to make my mom proud. So it's like you overthinking and over just everywhere, and you not playing on your game, and you're not playing to your best ability because you're listening to outside noise. When if she sets that boundary that she may be, okay, I'm gonna talk to my mom, but I'm not gonna talk to you about basketball. We're not gonna say anything about basketball. I'll talk to you about anything else in the world we can have a conversation about, but it's not gonna be about basketball. I'm setting that boundary to where it's
Right.
like, no, we're not talking about that.
Right.
I had to set that boundary with my dad because sometimes he's overwhelming and he tells me I should do this, this, and that. And granted, I'll get mad and I'll be like, bro, I'm not doing that. But it's just irritating. And so I had to set a boundary like, we're not talking about basketball. Talk about something else. Let's talk about a movie. Let's talk about some food. We're not talking about basketball. Because it makes the relationship intense. Especially if you have 21 games and then the next game, Coach Conrad's very much like, okay, whoever has the high hand, that's who we're rolling with. Jaylen might have had 20 the next game, but the next game, okay, they know Jaylen had 20, so they might be face guarding her. Her mom's not seeing that. Her mom's seeing, my baby's not scoring 20, and she just scored 22 games in a row. What the hell is going on?
Right.
Jaylen, what you doing? And it's like, I'm not doing nothing. They face guarding me now, so somebody else got 20. But they mama don't see that as, I want my baby to get to the next level. So you need to do what you need to do to get to the next level. What you doing? That's basically what I'm saying. Is that right?
Oh.
That's right. On the nose, girl.
I know.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, do you still have those boundaries even though you're not playing? As far as like when people ask you questions like why aren't you playing and stuff, do you just be like, okay, I don't want to talk about that, or do you tell them? Do you care?
I tell them some personal things going on. Don't get too deep into it, but I tell them. You get what I'm saying? It's just like certain stuff you just don't get too deep into certain things. So I guess that's a boundary.
Mm-hmm.
So did they redshirt you this year, or you're sitting out?
I'm just out. Yeah.
I know, like NCAA, I think they're like real different. So I had set out a year, but I didn't know how that works. They technically redshirted me.
Okay.
But I don't know how the whole sitting out thing works. I know NCAA, they be sticklers on like your time, like soon as you play and step on the court and all that other stuff.
Right.
Did you play at Omaha or you just left?
No, I played at Omaha. I left after the season.
So you finished the season?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Do you still talk to your teammates from Omaha?
I do. My teammates at Omaha is like some of my closest friends. Like that's why I said like I don't regret going there because I met some good people. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Am I the only teammate you still talking to from Johnson County? I would say we check in every now and then.
Yeah. I talked to when I was at Omaha. I actually talked to Dally a lot. You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's it. You get what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah.
I love me some Dally though.
Right.
Who is Dally? That was y'all the little white point guard.
Mm-hmm.
Where did she end up going?
Where did she go? Like somewhere in did she go somewhere in Kansas?
I think she went somewhere in. Was it her that went to South Dakota, or was that Curry?
I think that was, I don't know.
Is she still playing?
No, she tore her ACL again.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and so she stopped playing. So she was playing, that happened like I think in the middle of the season, I guess. I don't remember, but I know she tore it, so
That sucks. That's the worst.
yeah.
So, Jay, what are some things you do as far as your mental health that you learn? Like, do you meditate? Do you journal?
Yeah, I journal. I journal every day. I go to therapy, so I feel like that's important. Journaling and talking to somebody, that's really important.
What have you learned in therapy?
I'm really like hard headed. So I when I first started therapy, I didn't think they like knew what they was talking about. You get what I'm saying? But now like I give myself grace on situations. Like I realize I'm super hard on myself and I'm starting to give myself a lot of grace. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So, when your journal entries, do you give yourself a journal entry or you just write?
I just write. I'd be all over the place, but hey, it's mine. Hey, so
It is. Do you have a black therapist or is it a white therapist or do you even care? You just like your therapist?
I don't care. I like my therapist. She's she white.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
What is some advice that you would give to younger people watching this podcast who may want to be a college athlete as far as just knowing the ins and the outs and that type of thing?
My advice would be just like I said before. There's only certain amount of things I feel like people can say as far as like to younger people, because I feel like I'm a big believer in like you just gotta go through some things, and like that's what like builds you. You get what I'm saying? Like, but what I would say is do what you want to do. Like, don't try to fit in. Like, be yourself. You get what I'm saying? Um, that's all I would say. Be yourself and hey, keep God first. That's it, right?
Hello.
Do you feel like your time away from basketball has given you more space to be more like creative, or like you said, did you go a stronger connection with God, kind of being isolated and just focusing on Jaylen?
Um, there's definitely some hard days. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't. But like yeah, my relationship with God has got a lot stronger, and yeah, I'm figuring out myself. You get what I'm saying? I feel like with basketball, for me, it like kept me busy all the time, right? So I never really got to deal with things that like I was running away from. You get what I'm saying? So like I feel like now I'm dealing with things and I'm healing from things, and I'm proud of myself in that aspect, like getting to know myself better, if that makes sense. So
I love that for you, Jay, bro, because you used to sleep in the gym, bro.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm just like figuring out who I am outside of basketball. Like I'm not basketball. You get what I'm saying? So
So now with that
yeah.
being said, like Coach Conrad used to be like enforced to sleep in the gym. But to me, that's toxic. Like he would be like, if you're not in the gym like 30 minutes before, you really don't want it. Am I lying?
Yeah. And you're not in the gym before, you're not in the gym after.
Yeah,
But
you really don't
he yeah.
I feel like that's toxic. Now, I feel like that's toxic behavior. Let me tell you
How
why.
toxic?
I feel like that's toxic behavior. Because just like you said, you're just in a gym, in a gym. And there's a lot of athletes now that I've even had conversations with that they're just now stop playing their sport, stop playing basketball. They don't know who the hell they are.
Yeah. That part? No, it's that part.
Outside of their sport. They don't know what they want to do. They don't know what they want to be. They don't even know what their favorite place is to eat because they just basketball, football, just so much sports. And I feel like, in a sense, as Black people, we are So like if you don't play a sport, then you kind of lame, or that's just
Or you don't matter.
yeah.
Mhm.
Or like you said, be yourself. Like it's lame to want to be an artist and draw. Like black people be like, he over there drawing. Like why he can't draw?
And I hate that for us. Why are we like that?
Literally,
I don't understand that. But
literally. So I feel like that's some form of toxic behavior, in my opinion, because it's like you should have space and time. Like us even having 2-a-days, and I think back like that's crazy.
hey,
We had 2-a-days, bro. Then you go to college, then you still playing basketball. That's why I eat it. That's why we telling you. When you be like you miss basketball, no, I'm okay. I've had enough. I'm over it. I want to live my life. I'm figuring out. I'm pretty much. I knew who I was. I never had that problem of like not like just not knowing who I was and what I liked. I know I like sports and I love basketball and I do want to talk about sports. But at the same time, I know I like to go shopping. I know what my favorite food is. I know that okay in the mornings if I don't meditate, I'm gonna be mad as hell because just need to start my day over. Like
right.
I don't think it's necessarily okay, because I'm going through the same thing right now. So it's more of an identity crisis because you spent most of your life. Well, I started late.
Are
but
you
I
playing right
spent
now?
No, that's the messed up part. Like I'm trying to sit here and find my niche and my identity outside of my sport because you spend so much time. It's more so an identity crisis because you're trying to find like what
but
makes
that's
you
the
happy. But
thing, bro.
the
You
past
gotta have an
5
identity crisis.
years,
Why you gotta have identity crisis in your 20s? Why you can't have
because
Sad.
Didi, you spent. I've been in college for 5 years, right? You
Mm-hmm.
spent 5 consecutive years, and we're not even talking about high school. High school was high school, but college you spent 5 consecutive years doing the same routine. Even your summers is really dedicated to getting better for the winter time. You get what I'm saying? So your whole life is centered around that. That's why I don't. When people ask me questions about it, I'd be like, please don't ask me. I don't want to cry right now. Just let me think my way through.
Right.
Because real life and identity crisis because you spent consecutive years of your life focused on a ball. And it's like when it's taken away from you and you don't know what to do after, that's a real thing. Like that's real. Not everybody want to play overseas. Not everybody get that opportunity. Not everybody want to do the extra stuff. So you gotta find, like Jaylen said, I feel like you really gotta find your niche outside of the sport and be like, okay, what makes me happy?
Right.
Because when it get taken away, it's like, dang, like what am I doing?
They took away your pacifier. That's what it feel like.
That's what it feels like. Didi, you living your life though.
Me,
Oh God, Didi is living her life.
Listen, my mom, like I appreciate my mom to death, love her to death. She would be the one that's basketball is just not always basketball. Do something else. Like she would be on my head about that, and then it'd be my dad like, it's gonna get her to where she wanna go. And mom was like, girl, you are this like basketball is not like no. Like you don't have to be in the gym all the time, bro. Go to the movies. Go hang out with your friends. Go read a book. You used to love to read when you was little. Read a book. Go to you like God. Go to church. Get in the church group. Do something. But quit just basketball. That's what she would be on my head about. And now that I'm older, like I feel like that was good that she was giving me that. Like she was screaming literally till she was blue in the face at that to me. But now I'm like, I appreciate that she was doing it. At the time, I'm like, I'm not listening to her. But then now I'm like, she was right. That's real. And it is a lot of people going through that, and they don't have like necessarily that mom. Like my mom is just like she's just harsh with it. Like, bro, listen, like she's gonna tell you how it is. And so they just, especially boys, have it really bad. Some of them just don't let go. They don't let it go. They playing pickup after work every day like it's the NBA, and they still think they go to the league. You're not. You're not. Let it go. You're 29. Stop. Please.
That's how it be though.
You got 2 kids.
Stop.
It's a real thing.
So
but I also say too, chase after your dreams though. If you want to pursue something and it's on your brain and you can't stop it, but be realistic with yourself. If you average 2 points, don't try to, you know what I'm saying? But pursue what you want to pursue and follow your dreams.
Right.
But also,
That's yeah.
don't be a one-dimensional person,
Mhm.
which is what Miss J told me. And my mom says all the time since I was little, don't be one-dimensional person. Don't put yourself in a box. Everybody gonna always try to put you in a box,
Mhm.
just because that's how the society is. We're little kids. We're so creative. We want to be a doctor and a firefighter. Then you get older, people like, oh, you can't do that. Yes, you
Right.
can. Fly J is a whole rapper, and she play basketball. She go rap, and then she play basketball too. You can do whatever you want to do. You
Right.
could be an activist, and then you could be a boxer like Muhammad Ali. You can
Mhm.
do whatever you want to do. Don't put yourself in that box, because the community gonna put you in that box. And then when they done using you up for that one-dimensional thing, then they just throw you away. It happens to a lot of NBA players, NFL players. They get threw away. They get depressed. And some of them become homeless, and because they don't know no other way besides being an athlete. So that's why it's very important for you not to be one-dimensional, for you to get that degree, and for you to want to use that degree, because it's just like, listen, the ball is eventually gonna stop bouncing. You're not gonna be able to play sport forever.
Mhm.
You gotta comprehend that. You gotta know that, and then you gotta learn yourself at the same time. Also know that you can do whatever you want to do. If you want to
Right.
if you want to write a book tomorrow, and then you change your mind and you want to make films the next day, do it all. I mean, why not? You only get
Right.
to live one life.
Right. I say, like, to add on to that, like, don't let people like project their fears onto you because they didn't get to do what you're doing. Because that's ridiculous to me. Like, that's just. But just don't let that happen. Like, if you like Eden said, like Didi said, like, if you think you can do something, do it. Like, no matter what anybody else say.
Most definitely. But I think this was a very good and important podcast, especially your story is different.
Right.
I gave you heartbreaks. But I feel like that's important. This is most definitely a message of like mental health and checking in with yourself and knowing yourself. Because a lot of people go through that, they just don't speak about it or say anything
Right.
about it. I feel like this
Mhm.
podcast is important as far as that, and you taking that break. And people question when people take breaks, like, hell, Angel Reese took a break. We don't know why she took a break, but the world went up in a frenzy because she took a break.
Right.
Right.
Just like sometimes you need those. You don't know what
Mhm.
you're going through. And then like on Eden talked about how she had mental health days at one of her colleges. I thought that was pretty awesome.
I took
Like,
every single one of them. Everyone.
so I feel like that was important, especially everybody in Pride Zone. So you gotta work hard. You gotta be in the gym 24/7 if you want to do this, this, and that. And it's like sometimes rest is needed, and that's okay.
Right.
You're human. You are not a robot. That's what my mom used to tell me. So you're
Definitely.
not no robots. You're a human.
Right.
You need rest. Rest, food, and water. You be great in sunlight, especially if you're melanated. But yeah, Jay,
That part.
appreciate you for coming on here and talking to us.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
And just I didn't know that you were even in Georgia, so that was news for me. And I think that's pretty
Aw,
cool. And I can't wait for when you do play. But when you do play, I hope that you still have your peace, because at the end of the
for
day,
sure.
that's most important.
That part. For sure. Thank you, Didi.
You're welcome. I love Jay, y'all.
Thank you, Eden.
We enjoyed
Okay.
having you.
Yeah, this was a good talk. So, guys, watching this video, I would say one of the messages I got from this from listening to Jay is take care of your mental health for real. And check in with yourself and be just with yourself, even if it's just sitting with yourself. That's the message I got from this. And I would like for y'all to comment down below what y'all do for mental health breaks. And because the world is busy, especially America. And so things are constantly going. So, But appreciate you guys for watching the Vehemence podcast. It's been Deasia and Jay and Eden. And it's going to be more podcast episodes with sports on here and talking to women about sports and different point of views. And we hope to continue to see y'all. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and tune in for more episodes. They're going to be constantly coming because 2024 is our year. So thank y'all for watching, and hope y'all have a blessed day, morning, evening, or night. And see y'all later. Peace.
See ya.
Peace.